Question 251. You have reached an intersection controlled by a stop sign. Where must you stop? Answers: A. Before entering the intersection. B. Before the stop line. C. Before the crosswalk. D. Before any of the above. The correct answer is D. Explanation: when you arrive at an intersection controlled by a stop sign, you must stop before crossing the stop line or the crosswalk or before entering the intersection. Traffic signs, traffic lights and signs. California Driver Handbook. Question 252. You are turning a corner. No other cars are around. Do you still need to signal? Answers: A. No. B. Yes, for at least 100 feet. C. Yes, long enough to convey your intentions to other road users, if any. D. Yes, but only briefly. The correct answer is B. Explanation: when turning a corner, you should signal for at least 100 feet. When you are merging on the freeway, you should signal for at least 5 seconds. You should even signal when there are no other cars around, because the car you can't see could be the most dangerous. Signaling, safe driving practices. California Driver Handbook. Question 253. Which car is not using the roundabout correctly? Answers: A. Car A. B. Car B. C. Car C. D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. Explanation: Car C has entered the roundabout from the wrong lane. Roundabouts, right-of-way rules, laws, and rules of the road. California Driver Handbook. Question 254. You are turning left into a driveway. What must you do before you proceed? Answers: A. Yield to pedestrians and traffic. B. Yield to pedestrians. C. Yield to traffic. D. You have the right of way. Proceed with caution. The correct answer is A. Explanation: when you turn left, you must yield to all traffic until it is safe to proceed. You must also yield to pedestrians at all times. Intersections, right-of-way rules, laws, and rules of the road. California Driver Handbook. Question 255. Two cars arrive at a crossroad at the same time. Which of the following is true? Answers: A. Car B must yield. B. Car A must yield. C. None of the above are true. D. Car A has the right of way. The correct answer is B. Explanation: when two cars arrive at the same time at an intersection, the car on the right has the right of way. If this does not apply, the car turning left must yield. Therefore, car A must yield here. Intersections, right-of-way rules, laws, and rules of the road. California Driver Handbook. All of those questions can be found in app DMV Success. DMV Success. Master your DMV exam in no time. Download now. Question 256. What must you do at a flashing red traffic signal? Answers: A. Stop. You cannot proceed until the light is stopped flashing. B. Stop, yield to traffic, and proceed when safe. C. Proceed. You do not need to stop or yield at a flashing red signal. D. Drive with caution because the traffic light is broken. The correct answer is B. Explanation: you should treat a flashing red traffic light like a stop sign. You are required to stop, yield to traffic, and only proceed when it is safe. Traffic signal lights, traffic lights and signs, California Driver Handbook. Question 257. This road has a central portion that is separated by solid and broken yellow lines. What is the purpose of this area? Answers: A. Vehicles from either direction can overtake in this lane. B. This is a lane that cars from either direction can use to turn left. C. This is a central parallel parking area. D. This is a central divider that can only be used for emergency stopping. The correct answer is B. Explanation: this is a central turning lane. Vehicles can use this lane to turn left. Center left turn, traffic lanes, California Driver Handbook. Question 258. You drive up to an intersection and you see this sign. What should you do? Answers: A. Come to a complete stop and then go. B. Find another route. You cannot proceed through here. C. Come to a complete stop and yield to any traffic before proceeding. D. Slow down and only proceed if the intersection is clear. The correct answer is C. Explanation: you must come to a complete stop and yield to any traffic ahead. You can then proceed when the intersection is clear. Traffic signs, traffic lights and signs, California Driver Handbook. Question 259. This car's turn and brake signals have failed, so the driver is using hand gestures to signal instead. What is the driver's intention? Answers: A. Turn right. B. Turn left. C. Increase speed. D. Slow down. The correct answer is A. Explanation: the driver intends to turn right. Signaling, safe driving practices, California Driver Handbook. Question 260. Are you allowed to turn right on a red signal? Answers: A. Yes, but only after coming to a stop and yielding to traffic. B. No, you can never turn right on a red light. C. Yes, but not during rush hour. D. Yes, but only if a sign permits it. The correct answer is A. Explanation: you are allowed to turn right on a red light as long as you come to a complete stop and yield to any traffic and pedestrians. Traffic signal lights, traffic lights and signs, California Driver Handbook. Question 261. What does this sign mean? Answers: A. The maximum speed limit is 35 miles per hour. B. The maximum speed limit at night is 35 miles per hour. C. The maximum speed limit during the day is 35 miles per hour. D. The recommended speed limit is 35 miles per hour. The correct answer is D. Explanation: this is an advisory sign that recommends that drivers do not exceed 35 miles per hour here. Traffic signs, traffic lights and signs, California Driver Handbook. Question 262. What does this sign mean? Answers. A. A hairpin curve is ahead. B. Wrong way, turn around and go back. C. U-turns are permitted ahead. D. Warning, oncoming traffic may U-turn here. The correct answer is A. Explanation. This sign warns drivers that there is a hairpin curve ahead. Traffic signs, traffic lights and signs. California Driver Handbook. Question 263. You have parked facing down a steep hill. If your car is an automatic, you should leave your car in park. Which gear should you use if your car is a manual? Answers. A. Top gear. B. First gear. C. Reverse. D. Neutral. The correct answer is C. Explanation. It is best to leave your car in park if you are driving an automatic. If it is a manual, choose a gear that will oppose the direction your car might roll. In this situation, you should leave your car in reverse gear. Parking on a hill, parking, laws and rules of the road. California Driver Handbook. Question 264. You are traveling along the right lane of a 4-lane highway. You see an emergency vehicle pulled over ahead with its lights flashing. Which of the following is true? Answers. A. None of the above are true. B. You must remain in your lane. Changing lanes would only cause another hazard. C. You are required to leave an empty lane between yourself and the emergency vehicle, but only when the speed limit exceeds 40 miles per hour. D. You should slow down and merge into another lane. The correct answer is D. Explanation. You must slow down and leave an empty lane between you and the emergency vehicle. If you have to merge, do so with caution. Move over and slow down, sharing the road. California Driver Handbook. Question 265. Two cars arrive at an intersection at the same time. Which of the following is true? Answers. A. Car B must yield because it is on car A's right. B. None of the above are true. C. Car A is to the left of car B, so car A must yield. D. Car B must yield because it is traveling straight through the intersection. The correct answer is C. Explanation. When two cars arrive at an intersection, the car on the left must yield. So here, car A must yield. Intersections, right-of-way rules, laws, and rules of the road. California Driver Handbook. Question 266. What does this sign mean? Answers. A. There is a river crossing ahead. B. Wrong way, go back. C. There is a railroad crossing ahead. D. There is a crossroad ahead. The correct answer is C. Explanation. There is a railroad crossing ahead. Prepare to stop if necessary. Traffic signs, traffic lights and signs. California Driver Handbook. Question 267. You see a lane with these markings. What kind of lane is it? Answers. A. An emergency stopping lane. B. A left turn only lane. C. A truck and heavy vehicle lane. D. A carpool or HOV lane. The correct answer is D. Explanation. This is a carpool or high occupancy vehicle, HOV, lane. This lane is designed for buses, motorcycles, certain low-emission vehicles, and cars carrying a specified minimum number of passengers. Carpool high occupancy vehicle, HOV, lanes, traffic lanes California Driver Handbook. Question 268. You see a traffic signal displaying a flashing yellow arrow. What can you do here? Answers. A. You can turn left or proceed forward here. B. You can turn left, but you must yield to other cars that enter the intersection. C. The traffic signal is out of order. Treat it like a stop sign. D. You can turn left freely here. The correct answer is B. Explanation. You can turn in the direction of a flashing yellow arrow. However, it is not a protected turn. You must yield to other traffic that may enter the intersection. Traffic signal lights, traffic lights and signs California Driver Handbook. Question 269. You arrive at a crossroad with a green traffic signal. You wish to drive straight through the intersection. Which of the following is true? Answers. A. You are free to proceed. B. You must briefly come to a stop and then yield, and then you can proceed. C. You are free to proceed as long as you yield to any traffic already in the intersection. D. You cannot proceed. The correct answer is C. Explanation. You can proceed on a green signal. However, you must still yield to any cars that are already in the intersection. Traffic signal lights, traffic lights and signs California Driver Handbook. Question 270. Can you pass a school bus that is stopped with its red signals flashing? Answers. A. No, you must come to a complete stop. B. Yes, but you must come to a complete stop and then yield before proceeding. C. Yes, but you must slow down and prepare to stop. D. Yes, but you cannot exceed 20 miles per hour while doing so. The correct answer is A. Explanation. All drivers must come to a complete stop when they approach a school bus with red flashing signals. Drivers are not permitted to drive within 10 feet of the stopped bus. Around children, reducing speeds, laws, and rules of the Road California Driver Handbook. All of those questions can be found in app DMV Success. DMV Success. Master your DMV exam in no time. Download now. Question 271. What does this sign mean? Answers. A. The maximum speed for this corner is 35 miles per hour. B. There is a 35-degree corner ahead. C. The recommended speed for this corner is 35 miles per hour. D. The minimum speed for this corner is 35 miles per hour. The correct answer is C. Explanation. This sign states that the recommended speed for this corner is 35 miles per hour. Warning signs, right-of-way rules, laws, and rules of the Road California Driver Handbook. Question 272. What does this sign mean? Answers. A. There is a 270-degree turn ahead. B. There is a roundabout or rotary ahead. C. There is no direct left turn ahead. D. Wrong way, turn around and go back. The correct answer is A. Explanation: there is a 270-degree turn ahead. Prepare to slow down. Warning signs, right-of-way rules, laws, and rules of the road. California Driver Handbook. Question 273. This car's turn and brake signals have failed, so the driver is using hand gestures to signal instead. What is the driver's intention? Answers: A. Slow down. B. Turn right. C. Increase speed. D. Turn left. The correct answer is A. Explanation: this driver intends to slow down or stop. Signaling, safe driving practices. California Driver Handbook. Question 274. What must you do at a flashing yellow traffic signal? Answers: A. Stop, yield, and proceed when safe. B. Proceed with caution, slow down. C. Prepare to stop, the light will soon turn red. D. You cannot turn at this intersection, so continue straight. The correct answer is B. Explanation: you should proceed with caution at a flashing yellow traffic signal. You do not need to stop, but you must slow down and be especially alert before entering the intersection. Traffic signal lights, traffic lights and signs. California Driver Handbook. Question 275. When can you turn left at a red light? Answers: A. When you are entering an expressway. B. Never. C. At any time. D. When you are turning from one one-way road onto another one-way road. The correct answer is D. Explanation: you can turn left on a red light when you are turning from a one-way road onto another one-way road. You must still come to a complete stop and yield to all traffic, turns, laws, and rules of the road. California Driver Handbook. Question 276. You arrive at a crossroad. You want to turn left and you have a green light. Can you proceed? Answers: A. No, you cannot turn left unless you have a green left-pointing arrow. B. Yes, but only if there is a left turn permitted sign present. C. Yes, you can turn left. However, you may still need to yield to traffic and pedestrians. D. Yes, you can turn left, since this is a protected turn where no other cars are allowed to enter the intersection. The correct answer is C. Explanation: you can turn on a green signal, but you must yield to all vehicles and pedestrians in the intersection. Traffic signal lights, traffic lights and signs. California Driver Handbook. Question 277. Which of the following take precedence? Answers: A. A prohibitory road sign. B. A stopped school bus with red flashing lights. C. A traffic officer. D. A red traffic signal. The correct answer is C. Explanation: you must follow directions from a traffic officer, even if it involves disregarding another road rule. For example, you can drive through a red light or drive by a parked school bus if a traffic officer waves you through. Emergency vehicles, sharing the road. California Driver Handbook. Question 278. You arrive at a railway crossing. The crossing has flashing red lights and a signal bell. You can see that a train is approaching. Which of the following is true? Answers. A. You can cross before the train if it is moving slowly. B. You can cross as soon as the train has passed. C. You must stop at least 15 feet away from the tracks. D. You can stop within 5 feet of the tracks. The correct answer is C. Explanation. When you stop at a railway crossing, you should remain at least 15 feet away. You must not cross while the signal lights are flashing, the signal bell is sounding, or the boom gate is not completely raised. Near railroad tracks, reducing speeds, laws, and rules of the Road California Driver Handbook. Question 279. What does this sign mean? Answers. A. There is a helipad ahead. B. There is a railroad crossing ahead. C. There is a hospital ahead. D. There is a crossroad ahead. The correct answer is D. Explanation. This sign warns drivers that there is a crossroad ahead. Drivers should slow down and prepare for the intersection. Warning signs, right-of-way rules, laws, and rules of the Road California Driver Handbook. Question 280. You have parked facing up a steep hill. If you drive an automatic, you should leave your car in park. Which gear should you use with a manual? Answers. A. Neutral. B. First gear. C. Reverse. D. Top gear. The correct answer is B. Explanation. It is best to leave your car in park if you are driving an automatic. If you are driving a manual, you should choose a gear that will oppose the direction your car might roll. In this situation, you should leave your car in first gear. Parking on a hill, parking, laws and rules of the Road California Driver Handbook. Question 281. Which of the following is true about a central turning lane? Answers. A. All of the above are true. B. You can only drive in this lane for 200 feet. C. You cannot make a U-turn from this lane. D. You can use this lane as a pick-up or drop-off zone. The correct answer is B. Explanation. You can drive for up to 200 feet in a central turning lane, but only to turn left or make a U-turn. Center left turn, Traffic Lanes California Driver Handbook. Question 282. Which of the following is true about seat belts? Answers. A. You must wear a seat belt while driving. B. Passengers can also be cited for not wearing their seat belts. C. Every passenger must wear a seat belt or suitable child restraint. D. All of the above are true. The correct answer is D. Explanation. You must ensure that everyone in your vehicle is wearing a seat belt. You and your passengers can be cited for not wearing seat belts. Children must be secured in appropriate child restraints. Seat Belts California Driver Handbook. Question 283. Who must yield? Answers. A. Whoever enters the intersection last. B. Car A. C. The pedestrian. D. Neither. The correct answer is B. Explanation. You must stop and yield to pedestrians as they are preparing to enter the road. Pedestrian safety is of extreme importance. If a pedestrian is on a corner or crosswalk, they have right of way. Also, if a pedestrian makes eye contact with you, it means that the pedestrian is ready to cross the road. In this situation, car A should yield to the pedestrian. Pedestrians, right-of-way rules, laws, and rules of the road. California Driver Handbook. Question 284. What does this sign mean? Answers. A new lane is ahead. B. A Y intersection is ahead. C. An obstacle is ahead, pass on either side. D. You can overtake on either side. The correct answer is C. Explanation. This sign tells drivers that they can pass an upcoming obstacle on the left or on the right. Warning signs, right-of-way rules, laws, and rules of the road. California Driver Handbook. Question 285. 3 cars arrive at an uncontrolled intersection. In what order can the cars proceed? Answers. A, C, B, C, C, A, B, C, D, C, B. The correct answer is B. Explanation. Cars on the through road have the right of way at T intersections. Cars turning left must also yield until it is safe. Therefore, car B can go first, followed by car C, and then by car A. Intersections, right-of-way rules, laws, and rules of the road. California Driver Handbook. Question 286. You have stopped behind a school bus with its flashing red signals on. When can you pass? Answers. A. When the bus sounds its horn. B. When the red flashing signals turn off. C. When you see the way is clear. D. When there are no children present. The correct answer is B. Explanation. You must stop behind any school bus with flashing red signals. You cannot proceed until the red signals have been turned off. Around children, reducing speeds, laws, and rules of the road. California Driver Handbook. Question 287. You approach an intersection with a set of traffic signals. The signals are blank. What should you do? Answers. A. Treat the intersection as if there were stop signs in all directions. B. Stop at the intersection as if you had a red light. C. Continue through as if you had a green light. D. Slow down and prepare to yield to any traffic ahead. The correct answer is A. Explanation. When a set of traffic signals are completely blank, you should drive as if the intersection were controlled by stop signs in all directions. You must stop and yield as appropriate before you proceed. Traffic signal lights, traffic lights and signs. California Driver Handbook. Question 288. You arrive at a crossroad. You want to turn left and you have a green arrow. Can you proceed? Answers. A. Yes, you can turn left since this is a protected turn where no other cars can enter the intersection. B. No, you cannot turn left as this is not a green arrow. The LEDs have just failed, coincidentally making an arrow shape. C. Yes, but only if there is a left turn permitted sign present. D. Yes, you can turn left after yielding to all oncoming traffic and pedestrians. The correct answer is A. Explanation. You can turn through a clear intersection in the direction of the green arrow. You shouldn't have to yield since this is a protected turn meaning that all other traffic should stop. Still, you should always remain alert and be prepared to yield. Traffic signal lights, traffic lights and signs. California Driver Handbook. Question 289. You are following a school bus and its yellow lights start to flash. What does this mean? Answers. A. The bus is preparing to stop for passengers. You must prepare to stop. B. The bus is preparing to stop for passengers. You must immediately stop. C. The bus is gesturing for you to pass. Pass when safe. D. The bus is about to pull over and let you pass. The correct answer is A. Explanation. A school bus will use its yellow flashing signals just before it stops for passengers. Any drivers following the bus should slow down and prepare to stop. Around children, reducing speeds, laws, and rules of the road. California Driver Handbook. Question 290. This diamond-shaped sign indicates. Answers. A. An overpass ahead. Clearance from the roadway surface to the overpass is 13 feet 6 inches. B. A parking area ahead. The width of the road is 13 feet 6 inches. C. A median ahead. The width of the road is 13 feet 6 inches. D. A bridge ahead. The width of the road is 13 feet 6 inches. The correct answer is A. Explanation. This sign indicates that you are approaching an overpass and the clearance from the roadway surface to the overpass is 13 feet 6 inches. All of those questions can be found in app DMV Success. DMV Success. Master your DMV exam in no time. Download now. Question 291. What does this sign mean? Answers. A. A fire station is nearby. B. A high occupancy farm vehicle is moving. C. A dangerous goods truck is moving. D. A heavy truck is moving. The correct answer is A. Explanation. This sign indicates a fire station in the vicinity. Question 292. This pentagon-shaped warning sign means. Answers. A. Pedestrian crosswalks ahead. Proceed with caution. B. A public library ahead. Watch for pedestrians. C. A school or school crossing ahead. Slow down and look for children. D. A school bus stop ahead. Stop your vehicle. The correct answer is C. Explanation. A pentagonal warning sign with the word ahead means you are approaching a school or school crossing. You must slow down, look for children, and be ready to stop. Question 293. This sign means that. Answers. A. A bikeway crosses the roadway ahead. B. Bicyclists should move only in the lane where the sign is posted. C. Bicyclists should not use this lane. D. A no passing zone for bicyclists is ahead. The correct answer is A. Explanation. This sign represents a bicycle crossing. This sign warns you in advance that a bikeway crosses the roadway ahead. Question 294. This sign may be used to. Answers. A. Inform drivers to make a U-turn. B. Warn drivers of a one-way roadway ahead. C. Inform drivers of a school zone. D. Guide drivers into certain traffic lanes. The correct answer is D. Explanation. Flashing arrow panels may be used in work zones to guide drivers into certain traffic lanes and to inform them that part of the road ahead is closed. Question 295. What does this traffic sign mean? Answers. A. Pedestrians are allowed to pass on the left. B. Left turns may proceed if safe, but all others must stop. C. Passing is prohibited. D. Straight through and left turning traffic should prepare to stop. The correct answer is B. Explanation. This traffic sign indicates that left turns may proceed if safe, but all others must stop. Right turning traffic may turn after stopping, if safe and not otherwise prohibited. Question 296. What does this diamond-shaped sign indicate? Answers. A. A narrow bridge is ahead. B. A side road near tracks is ahead. C. An underpass is ahead. D. A truck under repair is ahead. The correct answer is B. Explanation. This diamond sign warns that a side road crosses a railroad track. Be careful when making a turn across the tracks. Question 297. What does this figure mean? Answers. A. A park is ahead. B. A child care center is ahead. C. A playground is ahead. D. A school zone is ahead. The correct answer is C. Explanation. This is a warning sign indicating a playground ahead. Question 298. This sign indicates. Answers. A. No entry for trucks. B. Dangerous goods vehicles crossing a highway. C. High occupancy vehicles entering a highway. D. Trucks entering a highway. The correct answer is D. Explanation. This sign indicates trucks entering or crossing the highway ahead. Drivers must slow down and watch for trucks. Question 299. This diamond-shaped orange sign is placed at. Answers. A. Uncontrolled intersections. B. School zones. C. Railroad crossings. D. Work zones. The correct answer is D. Explanation. Orange signs are used in temporary traffic control zones such as roadwork zones and emergency response zones. When you see these signs, slow down and pay close attention. Question 300. The octagonal shape in the figure is. Answers. A. A stop sign. B. A road construction sign. C. A do not enter sign. D. A yield sign. The correct answer is A. Explanation. A stop sign is an 8-sided white on red sign indicating that other traffic has the right of way. You must always bring your vehicle to a complete stop and yield to approaching traffic before proceeding.